Hello, friends. Welcome to another Stamp With Me Tuesday. Tonight, we are going to make an easy puzzle gate fold card, something a little bit different. I'm really excited to share it with you because it's an easy fun fold. And I love fun folds, but I really just like the easy fun folds. I don't want anything too complicated. So if you are here and watching me live, welcome. So glad you could join us tonight. Leave me a comment. Let me know you're watching. Let me know if you have already seen Stampin' Up's new mini catalog that comes out tomorrow. If you're here and watching the replay, special welcome to you. I love that y'all come later and watch these videos. It's just fantastic. So leave me a comment and let me know if you have seen the mini catalog. And my allergies are acting up, so our nose is like suddenly really itchy as soon as I got on here. All right. Hello, Janice and Shannon and Carla. All right. I'm going to go ahead and make my workspace look just a little bit bigger. There we go. Fonda, you've seen the new catalog. There's a few things you need. Yeah. Carla has the catalog too. It's fantastic. I can't show it to you yet. Thursday night, we'll take a peek inside of it. But here are some new items that are going to be in it, which I'm going to use to make my fun fold card tonight. So I'm going to use the Decorative Trees stamp set. This is going to be the bundle that we're using for the October online card class. And it has some really cool dies too. So I'm going to be using that tonight. I haven't touched it at all yet. I've not used it all yet. So I'm really excited to dive into that. And then I grabbed the Take a Bow or Take a Bow, however you want to say it, paper. This goes with this really cool die set that you can make your own bows, like for gift wrapping with. And it's a little bit different than our normal 6x6 paper, because usually when you get a 6x6 paper pack, you get 12 different designs and there's 4 sheets of each. This one, you get 4 designs and you get 12 sheets of each. So you get a whole bunch. So, all right. Janet, you ran out of time to get your paper cut. Well, you can just watch and do it later. Yep. All right. And then, so this is one side. It's just really good patterns. I love just pattern paper that does not have like images. I love just patterns. So there we go. I'm going to use some of this tonight. Let me show you the pieces I have that you will need for this evening. So I have 2 pieces of pattern paper. These are 2 inches by 1 7/8 inches. All right. I have 2 more pieces of pattern paper. These are 3 3/8 inches by 2 inches. Then I have 2 pieces of cardstock. I'm using Real Red cardstock. And this is, let me tell you, 2 inches by 2 1/8 inch. So this is going to go with these little pieces here. And then I have 2 pieces, and these are 3 1/2 inches by 2 1/8 inches. So these are going to go with these ones. All right. They're going to go together. And then I have a piece of 4 1/4 by 11 inch cardstock. And we're going to start by doing just a little bit of scoring on here. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. I love Stampin' Up paper trimmer because it has the cutting blade and the scoring blade. It's just really easy to use. It's got a fold out arm so you can cut up to 17 inches, which is awesome. All right, so I'm putting this in at 1 inch. All right, 1 inch. And I'm going to score it. And then I'm going to slide it down to 2 3/4. And I'm going to score it again. All right, so I scored it at 1 inch and 2 3/4. Then I'm going to flip it around and do the same thing. So we're going to go on this side. We're going to score it at 1 inch. And then score it at 2 3/4. So my 4 1/4 inch by 11 inch cardstock is now scored on both ends at 1 inch and 2 3/4. And I'm going to fold this. So I'm going to grab my bone folder, and we're going to the center 2 score lines. We're going to fold in. All right. So those are the 2 3/4 score lines. We're going to fold in, and then the 1 inch score line, we're going to go ahead and fold back out. Okay. So we're folding in and out, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Go that way, and then fold this out as well. So super fun. There we go. All right. Now I pulled out a sentiment for the front, but you know what? Let's do a little bit of stamping on the inside too, which I didn't pull out anything to do. So let's pull out some more stamps. I haven't used them yet, so I'm excited. Excited. I'm just going to do some trees. We're going to keep this easy. All right, get out some blocks. I have a feeling, well, yeah, I can just barely fit this on. This is the D size block. Probably should use a size up. This one might not fit. This one's not going to fit. So I'm going to go ahead and grab, let's see, I'm grabbing the E block. And they really fit a lot better on the E blocks. So there we go. Now for the inside of my card, I have a piece of basic white. It is, whoa, earthquake on my camera. It is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. This is for the inside of my card. And I'm going to stamp it with the same colors I'm going to use on the outside, which is garden green and granny apple green. And I'm just going to add a tree. We're just going to put a tree on here just for the fun of it. So I'm going to do the outside with garden green. And then I think I'll do the inside with granny apple green. So just line those up. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. So we just have a tree. Super quick and easy. All right, I'm going to leave my garden green out because I think I'm going to use that for the sentiment. We'll set this aside and let's build our card. So this piece of basic white, this is going to go on the inside. Good evening, Lisa in California. I'm going to use my green glue. You can, of course, use whatever glue you like. I always like to use green glue because it's got a little bit of wiggle room to it. So if I don't get things just right, I can scooch it a little bit. Here we go. So there's the inside of my card. Now I can go ahead and just shut that. It's okay that it shows in the middle. We're going to cover that up. No worries about that. I'm going to use my 2 pieces of the small pieces of cardstock. Those are 2 1/8. Let me see, 2 1/8 by 2 inches. I'm just going to put some green glue on those. And we will adhere that to the cardstock. Now it's a little bit hard to tell, but this side is 2 1/8 and this side is 2 inches. When you go to adhere them, you'll probably be able to figure it out because one way it will fit better than the other way. All right. There we go. And then I have the other 2, the larger 2 pieces, and we're going to adhere these as well. And then I will have 4 pieces, and these are going to go on the front of our card. So, hello, Vicki and Deborah. So glad you guys could join us tonight. How was everybody's holiday weekend? If you're in the US, we had a holiday weekend this weekend. How was it? Was your holiday weekend, I hope, better than my holiday weekend? If you didn't catch my stories, I fell on my steps on Sunday morning. I missed the bottom step. Thought I was at the bottom. I wasn't, and fell and sprained my ankle. So took a little trip to the ER. What morning was that? Sunday morning. So Janice, you got a lot done. That's awesome. All right. We're going to adhere these to the front. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. So these are going to go here and here. And this is where kind of the puzzle comes in because they are going to fit in just like that. All right. So they're going to be 4. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere those. I'm just going to put some adhesive right here. I'm going to start on the left side. And again, I am just putting some green glue on there. And I'm going to start. We want the top and the side to line up with the top and the side. All right. So squeeze that in place. Make sure it gets in just the right spot. There we go. And then this red one is going to come on the bottom. And this is where you're going to tell. If you don't do it the right direction, it's going to be too short and it's not going to line up, and you're going to figure it out. So there we go. Again, it should be 2 1/8 inch this way and 2 inches this way. So it's just a little bit longer. It's a little bit longer this way. Sarah, you had a nice relaxing weekend. That is so good. I'm so glad to hear that. My weekend was nice and relaxing too, because after I fell, I didn't really do anything the rest of the weekend. I sat on my couch. All right, so now I just put adhesive on the other side, on the right side, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to get those to line up and go right into place. The same thing on the top. Oops. And that makes our card front. There we go. It opens just like that and then closes. Isn't that fun? Something a little bit different. And I'm just going to furnish all those folds again. Give them a nice squish. All right. So now I need to decorate this. So I decided what I want to do to decorate this is I'm going to cut out some trees with these dies. Now, if you haven't seen these dies, they're really kind of cool. I haven't used them yet, but I've seen them. There's like these decorated ones. All right. And then there's like a solid one. So you can lay them together. So those are going to go right over the top. These ones I don't think do. I don't know. No. I have to play with them more. But anyway, I mean, I have to play with them at all. I haven't played with them at all. But these are going to go together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the solid one from some garden green. And I'm going to cut out this plaid one from some granny apple green. And I think on this granny apple green, I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive sheet because I think that it is going to be helpful. You've never seen this one before? Yeah, I just saw this the other day and I had not seen it before either. So I decided it would be a good one for us to try out. All right. Let's pull this in here. I'm going to just trim up my adhesive sheet just a little bit. It's not too long. And then we'll try to get the back off. I'm using my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm using one of the extra add-on that you can get to go with it, because usually this kind of helps. There we go. This pokey tool that is like, I don't know, my computer just did. All right. That is like a dental tool, works really well for getting these apart. So I'm going to pull that off. They're still sticky on this side. This will stick on my granny apple green. I'm going to use my mini cut and emboss machine. So I am going to need to cut this. I'm just going to cut this down just a little bit so it'll fit in the machine. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I do really good measuring there, huh? I just put my die on and then I cut it to make sure it's big enough. So, all right. I feel like I've gotten distracted. My computer was doing weird things and it distracted me. All right, let's grab my cut and emboss plates. I cannot find my small cutting plates. Maybe I won't be using my small machine. Oh, there they are. I have all the other plates, but I couldn't find these ones. We got them. All right, so I love the mini cut and emboss machine. I have my phone really far down today, so it doesn't even fit very well in there. But it's a great little machine. You can put it right on your desk, which is why I love it. And I'm just going to put this through. Now with the mini machine, what I like to do is I pull down the cutting plate, the first cutting plate, so it's a little bit below the white plate. And then I put the top cutting plate so it lines up with that white plate. So you can see there's kind of a divot in there. And that's just going to help it get started, especially since I'm not standing up at my table. But it does just roll right through there. There's my first tree. Should we take a look? Oh, it's stuck in there. We'll leave it in there for a minute. Let's cut the second one, and then we'll do the big reveal of that first tree. All right, bring this back in. We're going to cut the garden green one. So roll that through. And there are our two trees. There's the garden green tree. Get this stuff out of the way. Let's see if we can pull out this one. Grab my other take your pick tool. Yes, I have multiple take your pick tools. So this one I have these attachments on it. This is a like a scoring blade thing, and then the pokey dental tool. And then this is the one that it actually comes with, the original, and this has this pokey end here, which is good for getting dies out of, getting the die cuts out of the dies. And you can just buy the tops, and you could interchange them. So I could take this off and I could take this one off, and those just, it's the same base, right? Those just interchange. But because I use them so often, I just have multiples at my desk. And there's a putty tip on there too. So a spatula tip. All right, let's pull this off. Yeah, I'm glad I used that adhesive sheet under there. And then we'll line that up. Oh, it's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? You have a little plaid Christmas tree. It's so cute. All right, I'm going to grab a little piece of white here. I have the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. I don't know how this is going to look. I'm hoping it's good. I'm kind of hoping to make like a tag, something like that. I end up covering up a lot of my Christmas tree, but that's okay. And I'm going to stamp this with some garden green. And this says a very Merry Christmas. Go right on the circle, just like that. And let's find some ribbon or something for this too. Let's see. What do I got? What new ribbons do I have? There is. I have some red and white baker's twine, but it has gone on vacation, so I guess we will not use that. Okay, I'm going to use this garden green baker's twine. This is a new baker's twine, or I think, is this called jute? No, this is called linen thread. It's colored linen thread, whatever. Baker's twine, linen thread, but it is colored and it has a garden green in here, so this is going to be good for this. I'm just going to tie this in a bow. Give it a good tug. I think I'm just going to put that like underneath there. Cute. Just trim that up. All right. So now this I'm going to put on the front of my card. What you want to be careful with when you're doing this, well, I don't know about those plaids together, but we're going to go with it. What you want to be careful when you are doing this is you don't want to put, you only want to adhere it to one side. So either the left side or the right side, but I don't want to adhere it both here and here, because then I will not be able to open my card. That would be bad. All right. So I'm going to put it on this side, I think. Well, no, you know what? I think I'm going to put it down here in the corner. I think I like it there. Let's do that. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the bottom. Again, being careful that I don't go too far up because I don't want it to get all over. I'm going to put this down here. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a mini glue dot. I'm just going to put that on my linen thread. Grab a couple of those. And this I'm going to adhere to my little tree. And it wants to be all floppy. So that's okay. We're just going to cover it up anyway. And then I'm going to put my sentiment on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. All right. So, and my Stampin' Dimensionals are almost gone. But it's okay. That should be enough. Lisa, you like that? I have a couple more samples of this too, so don't go anywhere. I always like to make more than one. We'll just add that on there. I feel like it needs some dots. What do we think? Does it need some dots or something? I like all the new embellishments. Maybe some green ones? That's too much. That's too sparkly. What other color is in here? I think there's maybe, these are the faux glass dots. Well, that's kind of a, let's see what that look like. It gets a little too orangey. Let's not do that one. I gotta try everything. All right. I guess let's just go with the green ones. We'll just add, or maybe we'll do the white ones. We'll add some white ones to the Christmas tree. How's that? Where's my take your pick tool? Here we go. All right. Oh. There's one. And another one. We'll do another one there. Maybe even. Let's go crazy. Should we go crazy with these? There. Maybe one more little one. And let's see. I always have trouble, like, where do I want to put my embellishments? We'll just put it there. There we go. So there is our puzzle fold gatefold card, or our puzzle gatefold card. I don't know what you want to call it. And it just opens just like that. Isn't that fun? All right, I have another Christmas one. This one uses the reindeer days, or reindeer fun, or reindeer something. It has no reindeer on it. The stamp set has reindeer, but I just used the die cuts and the sentiment from the stamp set. And then the pattern paper. Isn't that fun? And it opens just like that. It says Merry Christmas on the inside. So much fun. And then my third one, I did just a little bit different. I wanted to try what would happen if you can see this. Those long pieces are just a little bit longer, so they actually overlap the short pieces. So it kind of stays shut a little bit better. I don't know. I like both of them. But this one, yeah, I just made those. I just extended the size on this just a little bit. And then I use the Splendid Autumn paper. This is some new paper, and it has this gorgeous picture scenes on one side that are painted. And then the other side is just a solid color that has like a paint texture to it. So that opens up, and I use the Autumn Leaves. That's from last year. I used that on there. So a little bit different. That kind of like slides over so they cover each other up, but kind of a cool. The autumn card is stunning. You like that? Thank you. All right. Well, those are super fun. Like I said, super fun, super easy. A great way to just use some pattern paper to make fun cards. Oh, I am so glad that y'all joined me tonight. Thank you for being here. I am going to go post a picture of a couple of these, or one of these, over in my Facebook group. I'm hoping that if you made a card along with me tonight, that you will pop over there and leave a comment with a picture of the card that you made too, so we can all see it, see what it looks like with all different papers and stamps and all that kind of good stuff. So let me see. I'll be back on Tuesday. Tuesday night, we'll take a peek in the new catalog, and we're also going to make some cards with actually this paper, but with the reindeers. So we have some reindeer cards for Thursday. I'm really excited to share with you share them with you, including one that is not Christmas. So you'll have to tune in on Thursday to see that. All right. Have a fabulous evening. I'll see y'all in a couple days.